Parallel with the heavy armored reconnaissance vehicles, the German armed Recon Battalion was also equipped with a light armored recon vehicle. They were a series of light, four-wheel drive armored cars produced from 1935 to 1944. They performed well in countries with good road networks like in Western Europe. However, on the Eastern Front and North Africa, this class of vehicle was hampered by its relatively poor off-road performance. When the limitations of the vehicle were highlighted during the invasion of the Soviet Union, the cars were gradually replaced in the reconnaissance role by the Sonderkraftfahrzeug 250/9 half-track, but the turret and armament of the cars was retained. The first version was the Sonderkraftfahrzeug, so Special Purpose Vehicle 221, the base model and first production series of light armored car built on the standardized chassis for military use. The 221 was armed with a single 7.92 mm machine gun manned by a two-man crew and had four-wheel drive. Production ran from 1935 to 1940 with at least 330 vehicles produced for the army. Some cars were later rearmed with a 2.8 cm heavy anti-tank rifle in a modified turret. Next came the 222. This version of the vehicle was armed with a 2 cm autocannon and a machine gun. The crew was increased to 3 by the addition of a gunner, relieving the commander of that task. Production ran until late 1943, with at least 900 vehicles being produced for the army. Next came the 223, an armored car with similar features to the 221, but with the addition of a frame antenna and a medium-range radio set. It was armed with a single machine gun. The crew was increased to 3 by the addition of a radio operator. Production ran to January 1944 with at least 560 vehicles being produced for the army. And last came the 260/261. This was an unarmored radio car version with long-range radio equipment and a large bed frame antenna over the vehicle. The 260 was equipped with radio sets to communicate with aircraft, and the 261 with radio sets to communicate with other army units. Production ran from April of 1941 to April of 1943, with 483 vehicles of both types being produced. Captured 222s were examined by Soviet designers before they created the similar BA-64 light armored car.